Hi, my name is Bruno Chavarria, also known as Hidden Level Toys, and I'd like to welcome you all to my toy room. Come on in.
Hi everybody, it's David from Redwagon Dioramas, and guess what? I have another amazing collection video for you today. This is my buddy Bruno. We're in his basement and we're gonna walk around and see his whole collection. Bruno, why don't you tell us a little bit about how you got into collecting and how long you've been collecting and kind of how this started for you?
Ooh, I've been collecting probably since around 2000 is when I became like a collector as opposed to just a kid with toys. Yeah, I got started with World of Springfield, which was my first real toy line that I collected just about every figure. It was something I collected with my godson at the time. And from there, it went on to Marvel Legends and then Star Wars Black Series and just about everything else. Looking around this room, you'll see it. I collect a little bit of everything.
We're in the basement of your house right now.
Yes.
How long have you guys been in this house?
In this house for 7 years.
Okay, so this is kind of a 7-year project here,
Yeah.
filling this space up.
When we bought the house, this was the first thing we worked on, was getting the basement ready. Before we even moved in, you know, this was a completely unfinished basement. We put up the drywall. I did the flooring. My dad did the drop ceiling.
Okay.
And the electrical work.
And you are married. You guys have a daughter.
Yes.
How does family life work for you as a collector?
My daughter is 6, so this was already in place when she was born, and she loves it. This is all she knows. She just thinks everyone has a toy room like this.
And she gets to come out here and hang out with you, right? And watch TV and
the entertainment center, which you'll see in a little while. She spent a lot of time there just watching her movies as I work, because this also functions as my office. You'll see my computer space, and this is where I work during the day.
So you get to work in this humble cubicle of a collection room.
Yeah.
Which is pretty amazing. All right, guys, well, we're going to walk through this whole room. It's going to be a long video because you can see this is a massive room, and we're just going to walk through shelf by shelf, and maybe Bruno tell us some of his favorite figures and some of the stories behind his collecting. Please comment below. Let us know what you think of the collection. Is there anything in the collection today that maybe you hadn't seen before? Questions? Will you be able to respond to comments and stuff?
I'll keep tabs on the comments and answer them if I can.
So any questions for Bruno, please leave them in the comments below. Hit the like button for me. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. And let's get into it.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, here we go.
I guess as an adult, the very first line I collected was the World of Springfield. Probably right out of college, you know, had some disposable income, and I was really into The Simpsons at the time, as was my roommate and my friend Jeff, and we kind of just collected together, and this was the very first display case I had in my apartment. Obviously the Lego minifigures are much newer.
What are some of your favorite Simpsons pieces that you have here on the shelf?
Really like the collector here, the comic book guy.
Yeah.
Downtown Springfield is a great.
I've never even seen this play set. This is really cool. It's got Moe's and wow. All right, so what's next? You got Simpsons in here, kind of starting your collection. Where'd you kind of grow after that? Yeah, why don't you walk us through your Marvel Legends collection?
For the longest time, they were my main line. That's like the one thing I've consistently collected over the last 20 plus years now.
What do we got? A bunch of 3.75-inch Iron Man up here, huh?
Yeah, these exist here mostly because that's all that would fit in that tiny space.
Gotcha.
I am mostly a 1/12 scale collector. Most of my figures are 6-inch. I do 1/10 as well with like Diamond Select, NECA, DC Multiverse, but kind of all started with the 6-inch figures.
These are all Hasbro Marvel Legends here, right?
For the most part. I don't think I have all that much as far as Toy Biz in my display anymore. A lot of them have just been updated with newer versions, but there's some standouts. Like, I still love the original Beast.
Yeah, because he's got the really nice articulated hands and everything, the feet and all that, right?
Yeah, and the sculpt and paint.
Where are these effects from on Magneto there?
Can of Beams.
Yeah, that's Can of Beans, right? Okay. Yeah, that looks cool. So you do buy some third-party kind of add-on and
Oh, absolutely.
a lot of little extra bits and pieces to fill out the displays, right? Got your Hit Monkeys there, your Deadpool. Oh, what do we got in here? Oh, we got some different stuff.
Mezco and some third-party cloth goods figures. Yeah, the stuff with cloth goods I like to keep in a closed display case because they're obviously not as easy to dust as some of the other ones. Not that anything in here is easy to dust.
And then you are using some risers here for displays. You guys can see, like, what's kind of your preference on displaying them? How do you kind of go about setting up a shelf?
Tried a lot of different things. I believe this one up here is actually meant for nail polish bottles.
Okay.
But when I put it together, I put each shelf upside down, so rather than having a lip, it had a rise to it. And then these are just acrylic risers.
Yeah.
I bought off of Amazon. Some of them were actually made at a company I used to work for that made displays.
Oh, well, that's convenient. Huh?
Yeah.
All right, and then you got another shelf here. We started here with the Iron Man. No, you got more Iron Man. This is a whole nother layer.
Continues.
Wow. Man, if you can remember all the Iron Man armor names, God bless you.
Captain America shelf.
This is cool.
Patriotic
Yeah.
heroes.
Yeah, that looks awesome. I love this one here, this World War II
Yeah, it's great.
cap with the bike. You got some Thor, Asgardians.
Yep.
What do you think of that new Odin? You like that one? Big, huge one.
I think it's great.
Dropping down here a little bit further, we've got some more. Wow, we got Avengers shelf. Yep. Look at all these guys. Going down a little bit lower. We got some monsters.
Yeah, Universal Monsters
Universal
kind of mixed in with some old Toy Biz monster figures.
Yep. And the bottom shelf, what do you got down here?
Villains. Looks like a mix of Toy Biz and Hasbro Marvel Legends, as well as a couple of Diamond Selects, Marvel Select figures.
I see you have the new dragon from Four Horsemen. Not quite. But that Fing Fang Fu, man, that is an awesome piece. Did you get that early on in collecting? Were you able to like get the Build-A-Figure parts and create them? Yeah, that's awesome. I wish I was collecting back in those days.
Yeah, like
So I missed out on those. All right, so you got Megatron on top of this detail. You got the extra Doom head from Galactus. So who made these Optimus and Bumblebee?
So that's 3-0.
And the Buzz, is that the SH Figuarts?
It is, yeah.
Yep, that's a cool figure. Dropping down.
Igor Iron Man, I think it was called, and Iron Man suit there. I think they were both a company called Comic Cave.
Okay.
I don't know if they're a new name now or they just stopped making figures, but...
All right, and what we got down here below?
Some Ultraman, and really this is just some anime figures. I'm not huge into anime, but I've gotten a few over the years, and it looks like a shelf.
You got a Green Goblin hanging there from the ceiling.
With real spider
With real spider webs. That's authentic right there. Look at all these spider figures. These are awesome. What are some of your favorite Spider-Man looks, just from the comics or whatever? What kind of was your go-to Spider-Man?
Definitely the Cyborg Spider-Man.
Really? I wouldn't have expected that.
That run of Spider-Man, I think it was Revenge of the Sinister Six.
Okay.
Kind of, that was one of my favorite storylines as a kid. I mean, technically he's not a cyborg, he's just wearing like a
He's got the
cast.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a big one.
That's fun.
And right behind him, the Hulk Spider-Man.
Spider Hulk, yeah. That's a figure I don't have either. That's a cool looking
I
figure.
believe that's Toy Biz.
That's Toy Biz, yeah.
That one's not going away anytime soon.
And then you got one of the man spiders here hanging out in the
That was
second
from
row
the
here.
first Spider-Man Classics
Mm.
line. which was kind of a precursor to Marvel Legends.
Drop down one more shelf. We got a bunch of some other characters.
Spider-Verse type characters.
Got some of the newer ones. You got the newer Agent Venom there in the back, and Kane. I like the spider buggy up here too. That's cool. All right, dropping down, we got some villains.
Absolutely. Spider-Man villains.
Yeah, you got the good Hobgoblin back there. I like that Sandman Build-A-Figure. That was the first Build-A-Figure me and my sons got when
It's a good one.
we got into Marvel Legends. It must have been like 2016, 2017, something like that.
Sounds right.
Pick that up. And that lizard too. I love this lizard Build-A-Figure. Dropping down one more. Woo, we're into symbiote territory here. Look at all those Venoms.
Lots of Venoms, a bunch of Carnage.
Yep. Did you read the comics in the 90s, kind of when this was big? When
Absolutely.
Venom and Carnage came out? Yeah.
Maximum Carnage was...
Yep, same here. I love all these figures, man. These are great.
Have a Sega Genesis game.
Oh, I didn't have
That
Sega.
was a fun
You did say, yeah. What's one of your favorite Venom figures here on the shelf? I know there's a bunch of great ones.
This is the newest one?
Yeah, is that the one that came on the retro card?
Maybe that one is.
Yeah. I actually really like the big monster Venom too there in the back. I thought that was a really good sculpt when it came out. All right, dropping down, we got more villains down here.
Yep.
Lots of cool figures. And then the bottom shelf, you got Shield.
Yeah, bottom shelf tends to be army builders. So
Yep.
Shield, the Hand,
Yep,
some random thugs.
yep.
That go with Taskmaster and Nuke.
Nice. Okay, let's go up one more shelf here.
Continuing the trend of having my 4-inch figures at the top since
Yep.
they fit. It's kind of the Midnight Suns
Yeah.
shelf.
Yeah, that's cool. Dropping down, we got a bunch of...
Kind of Inhumans and Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
This was all Fantastic Four before they kind of split them up into some other displays.
And then we've got Iron Fist and Daredevil. Ah, look at those Daredevils. That's awesome. Which one's this one in front, right here?
I made that one. That's custom.
That's your custom? Wow. What was your base body? What'd you do?
I want to say it was Sunfire
Okay.
or Spider Villain.
More Spider Villains.
Underworld.
And then dropping down, looks like this is a lot of the retro cartoony coloring and styling. I like that Scorpion. Oh, that's a nice Scorpion. And then you've got some more symbiotes over here. The Venomized Captain America. That's cool. And then on the bottom, more army builders.
Yep. Hydra, AIM.
People are going to ask in this video, man, how long does it take to set up all these figures?
Well,
That is a
entire
lot.
wall we're looking at was just done like 2 or 3 weeks ago. It took me about a week.
It took you a week. I believe it. It's a lot of work. All right, let's go through this one. We got more of the 4-inch on top, and then you've got Hulks. It looks like you're a fan of Hulk.
Yeah. There's the Hulk shelves, I believe. Not all together, but spread around. This is a Cosmic Shelf.
Yep. Skrulls, Thanos, Kree.
Guardians of the Galaxy shelf, kind of shared with the New Warriors.
Yep. Dropping down. Here's some more villains.
Sort of Masters of Evil type shelf.
Mm-hmm.
Whole lot of Ultrons.
Yeah, that's awesome. And the Serpent Society. Very cool. Dropping down. Got the Russian contingent here. And then on the bottom, more Hulks. Look at all these guys. Wow.
So most of those are Toy Biz. Maybe some Diamond Select in the back.
Yep.
Up until a couple of weeks ago, those were on the top shelf. So kind of like to rotate things to give things a time to shine.
Is there more Marvel Legends over here, right? We should hit those at the same time.
Got the big boys on the floor.
Yep, you got the HasLab Galactus there, and the HasLab Sentinel. So this whole center console area was kind of a recent addition to the room, is that right?
Very, very. A couple of weeks ago.
Okay.
The Macy's nearby is going out of business, and this was a towel display.
Nice. So you got a bunch of Spider-Verse figures here. You got two of the starting lineups up here, huh?
Yeah.
What's the General Lee from? Is that?
It's a remote control car.
Oh, is it? Okay. Just going to go through this kind of quick here. Age of Apocalypse. Got some of the heralds here for Galactus. Here's your Fantastic Four, huh? Yep. It's really amazing to see all these Marvel Legends displayed like this. Because they've done so many figures over the years.
Yeah. I mean, I'd love to have more room and have each figure have more room to shine, but
right.
Space is out of premium. My philosophy is definitely to, if I can't display it, I don't need to have it. So I try to display everything I have. So it's Secret Wars.
Yep. Be interesting to see what the Marvel Studios does with that in the next few years. I like the Sentinels there. Is that the 2-pack from Hasbro? Those the smaller Sentinels?
It is, yeah.
Yeah. I kind of wish now that I'd gotten that, but I did not pull the trigger on that one. Cell shaded Daredevil.
Alpha Flight.
Yep.
This is all first appearance.
Oh, okay. Nice. Oh, you got the X-Men in the back. I didn't even see them. Oh, cool. It's a neat idea to have a first appearance shelf.
I guess technically the Fantastic Four didn't have their costumes in their first appearance, but that was their first.
Yeah.
It's the villain's shelf for Secret Wars.
Mm-hmm. Tri-Sentinel, the Sentinel heads, Bastion.
House of X.
Is it House of X or House of M? I can't remember.
House of M was the alternate universe storyline, I think.
Oh, okay.
It's a more modern series that I don't remember very well. Strangely, it's easier to remember a series from 20 to 30 years ago than one that was like
when they made such an impression on us as teenagers. What do you got on this corner here?
The Avengers shelf.
It's a nice display. I like how you have Giant Man in the middle there. Everybody just kind of fanned out around him. Looks cool. What is this? Oh, these are your new imports, right?
Spider-Man is MAFEX, but the others are CT Toys.
Right. Gotcha.
Knockoffs.
Yep.
Bootlegs.
And then we got a couple Batman, Superman here. Who makes these ones? I forget.
That's also MAFEX.
Is it? Okay. All right, he's got some more Marvel Legends over here. We'll keep them all together as far as collector lines. Back around the room here.
Yeah, the movie stuff is really growing quite a bit.
Everything here is from the MCU?
All Marvel movie stuff.
Wow, cool.
Originally, each movie had their own shelf, but there's a lot of movies now, so that doesn't work out.
Yeah, a lot of figures. Did you watch the new, what was it, Captain America with Red Hulk?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, I actually, I went to the theater with my kids and we watched it. It was pretty good. It was better than I expected, honestly. I guess because I kind of had mid-level expectations, you know?
Yeah.
And it was pretty good.
Still trying to figure out how I want to rearrange this to not be so jam-packed.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the older ones might need to be rotated out of the collection. Make room for
this Goblin, man, I love that Goblin. It's such a great figure.
Yeah.
So did you do it by movie? I'm trying to. Yeah,
it started off that way, and then had to double up on some shelves.
Yeah. There's your Moon Knight at the bottom there. The Condo. Where did you get that Rhino? Was that like a a younger kids line Rhino.
Yeah, it was.
Love that Vulture Build-A-Figure in the back there. Michael Keaton. The red car. That's what was the name of his car?
Lola?
Lola, yeah. Agent Coulson and Lola. That's awesome. And that is not Marvel Legends, that Hulkbuster. He's too shiny.
3-0.
Oh, that's that one. Yeah. Got some Loki figures. Some Wolverine, X-Men. They're gonna do some more X-Men figures, I hope, you know, from the older movies. Those were leaked. I think that they were rumors. Yeah. Yeah, some of these right here from the first
Those are Toy Biz
X-Men movie. Yeah, I have a couple of these.
Fantastic Four and Hulk.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Those are the old movies.
I like the torch, the flame effects on that torch.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. And then you have some more Iron Man down here on the bottom. Yep.
Since we're here, we can move on to some giant robots.
Okay.
Iron Giant, Voltron, Transformers.
Yep, Iron Giant. I love this. This figure is great with Hogarth sitting on his shoulder there. So this is the metallic finish one, right?
Yeah. That was the one I had as a kid, and my wife actually bought me that one for Christmas, one of our first Christmases together. So that was a very special thing.
That's awesome. Transformers. How do you describe those? Very much like the cartoon stylized.
Yeah, the Red Series, and there's some model kits there.
A big giant Voltron. You want to show these bottom shelves real quick? What do we got here?
Yeah, these are just some model kits, mostly Gundam. The rest of these bottom shelves are just Transformers. When I got into Transformers, it was more around the movie time, because I was 5 when the movie came out.
Yeah.
So.
Now you said as a kid you had a lot of toys, right? Did you hang on to the childhood toys, or did they get sold and lost, or did you still have some of those?
I don't think any of the Transformers are my originals, except maybe this.
Hot Rod. Yeah.
This is kind of the wall that hides me in my desk when I'm working all day. A lot of statues here.
Yeah.
There's got the gargoyles here. The NECA. Some really nice Ninja Turtle statues from Diamond Select.
Yeah. These are the samurai.
Yeah, from
Bandai. Who's that? Bandai, yeah. Oh, you got some of the Mega Man figures. I haven't seen anybody had these yet.
Yeah, those are great.
These are cool. And your Plunderlings,
Plunderlings.
huh? Did you see the bird ones that they showed off recently?
Those look cool, yeah.
Yeah, they do look cool. All right, so a bunch of statues here. So you're kind of combining like Snake Eyes, a bust, and the statue from Diamond, right? Are those both from Diamond? Yeah.
Yes. Most of what's over here in these cubbies is from Diamond.
Yeah.
A lot of really nice statues.
Storm Shadow is pretty cool. Yeah, look at the Sinister Six up here.
Yeah. Also Diamond.
Yep. Yeah, those are nice. All right, where to next?
Okay, let's see. Got a Thor hammer here I made years ago with my old roommate Wesley.
You made it. What
Yes.
inspired you to make?
Well, we had access to a CNC router,
Yeah.
so we just cut it out of acrylic and assembled it. And
That's
even
cool.
the stand
Yeah.
made on the router.
Wow.
So that I've had in my collection for
That's pretty cool.
20 plus years.
What is the actually hammer made out of?
Acrylic.
It is a solid acrylic. Okay. Cool.
Here's my Marvel Select.
All right.
They've really stepped up their game in the last few years, like the Invisible Woman and Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, those are great figures.
Excellent.
Who's down here? We got some
So those are
big baddies in the back.
some of the older ones.
Yep. And some of the MCU ones here. Up here, you got Abomination. That Abomination is so massive.
Yeah. Well, both those Hulks are excellent.
Yeah.
Hulkbuster.
Yep.
That Vision's a great one.
And even Thor with the spinning hammer effect is just very cool. All right, dropping down, you got MODOK, you got some more. Wow, look at that blade, huh?
Yeah, it's a great
blade is cool. The Moon Knight. Yeah. And then who's on the bottom? We got Gladiator Hulk there.
Some of my original Ninja Turtle figures that I had as a kid.
Okay.
These are the actual ones I had.
Awesome. Love seeing people's childhood toys.
Yeah. Not many survive, but luckily I gave these to Jeff, who's a part of my family who, you know, he's a little bit younger than me, so I handed it off to him, and a few years back he actually gifted it back to me.
He still had them, huh?
Still had it.
Oh, that's great. What's on the bottom? Is this the Cops and Robbers stuff?
Cops and Crooks. Yeah.
Cops and Crooks, sorry.
That's something I wish I had more of. As a kid, I definitely had almost the entire line, and it was quite possibly my favorite toy line. Because that was the first, like, 6-inch, highly articulated line.
You got some cool play sets here. I don't even know what these are.
This is the Sewer Lair play set. This is the one from 2012.
Okay.
That's what most of these figures are. This is the original Sewer play set from.
Was that yours?
Figures were mine, but this one,
yeah,
this play set was not mine from my childhood. This is just a variety of figures, mostly Mythic Legion across the top here.
Yep.
This is a Savage Crucible figure.
Again, this is that middle shelf you just set up, so you're just kind of had some overflow and some other stuff to put on here.
Yeah, just some lines where I don't have all that many figures that kind of deserved little cubicles of their own.
I remember that crocodile guy there.
Yeah.
You got him. Remind me, who made the big wolf in the back? Do you remember?
Loose Collector?
That's Loose Collector, okay. Yeah, it's a pretty impressive figure. Got some Cosmic Legions here. Get that yellow gun from the Buzz Lightyear movie. Some more Mythics. Santa Claus. Oh, you got the creepy Santas. Rage toys that Jeremy Gerard showed us. Fury toys, yeah. Those are kind of creepy Santa guys. You can check those out. And then these are the oh shoot, what's the company with the Santa and the reindeer? Fresh Monkey Fiction, yeah. Let's get a bunch of their stuff. Some Battletoads. You got Biker Mice. And a lone Silverhawk and a Ultimate Bat. Oh, Star Wars, the first Star Wars today. Those are diamonds.
Other than the Samurai, those are Diamond Select. They only did those 4 figures, and
that's it. And they're about 7-inch height, right? Yeah. All right, then we got the Egyptian pair here from Mythics from 4 Horsemen. Are these the 3-0 ones again? The Transformers?
That's ones in the back are blocky.
Yeah, blocky. Okay. Anyway, some cool Megatron and Optimus there. Dropping down, you have Street Fighter. Have you been able to find most of those at retail, like Target and things, or have you been ordering those?
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah. And Warriors of the Animal Kingdom. Is that these guys? Yep. Yeah. I don't know these guys on the bottom. What is this? Beetlejuice and. I don't know what those are.
Skeleton Warriors from the 90s.
Skeleton.
I picked up all those Beetlejuice figures. Are actually my brother-in-law's.
Oh, really?
On loan for display because he wasn't going to do anything with it.
Oh, that's cool. We skipped over some of my favorite figures here.
Got some Sesame Street here. It's NECA. This was actually picked up at this Big Bird is from Sesame Place, the amusement park.
Huh.
And this is also
that's that new their model kit. You build them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard about those.
Super 7.
You got the aliens. Good. I remember you were looking for those.
And this is a Dollar Tree.
Little Oscar. Yeah.
Little Oscar.
Do you like the Bert and Ernie? I mean, they've got a lot of hype right now for the NECA ones. Everybody's saying they're great.
Love it.
They look really good. Real quick up on top here, guys, we got a couple Hasbro creatures from the D&D movie, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then this is from Boss Fight Studios.
Okay, yep. Nice. And then we got Muppets.
Yeah, this is from the old Palisades line. It's just an absolutely beautiful, detailed play set of the kitchen.
It's really amazing, all the pieces that it comes with.
This was back when this play set with a figure was $20 retail.
Wow.
And then I've got the chef and the mice from
Ratatouille, yeah.
But this is all I have for Palisades. Most of my Muppet stuff is Diamond Select.
Okay, yep.
What I really like about those is they're actually 7-inch. They're not 7-inch, but they fit with 7-inch.
They fit with 7-inch figures, yeah. Love that you got the whole band here. It's awesome. There's Animal.
Alright, we're at the Star Wars section.
Oh, my favorite section.
This is a nice $2 buy at a yard sale.
That is the Hero X-Wing, which a lot of people use for the Black Series, actually. Alright, show us your Star Wars.
Mostly Black Series.
Did you start collecting the Black Series right when they came out?
Yes.
The orange line and then the blue line?
Yep, right from Series 1.
Nice. What is your favorite Star Wars as a kid? Where did you connect with Star Wars kind of in the fandom?
I mean, I watched Star Wars as a kid, but didn't really connect to it until my teen years when I worked with a bunch of guys who were a little bit older than me, and they were really into Star Wars. And
yeah,
that was right at the time when the movies were re-released in theaters, and we went every single week and watched whichever one was.
That's awesome.
Episodes 4, 5, and 6.
Yep.
In theaters.
Wow.
4 or 5 times each.
That's great. Are there any figures in Black Series that you're missing that you never got? Looks like you have quite a few here.
There's plenty. Last 3 years or so, I've kind of gotten a little more selective with what I get from them. Just because there's so much coming out from every...
Yeah, all the new media and everything.
Yeah. It's much easier when I was just collecting Marvel Legends and then Black Series came out. Then it was like, oh, okay, I'm collecting 2 lines. Now it's 30 different lines.
Custom here, huh? A couple customs.
That's Jason, Fiendish
Figures Workshop.
Exactly. And that's Kenny, God of War.
Oh, nice. Our local buddies here. Get some talented customizer friends. Get the kids from Skeleton Crew. And then look, these look like the Elite ones on the bottom here. You know, the Disney Elite. And a big K2SO. Coming over here, you got some of the sequel trilogy figures. That is a lot of Stormtroopers, man.
They were real cheap at one point.
Yeah.
$3.
Mandalorian shelf. They are packed in there, yeah. They've made so many figures from the Mandalorian and the related shows. Even the Kenobi show had a ton of figures. There's your Jabba. Bounty Hunters back there. Those are great figures. Oh.
Can he be fixed?
Oh no. Let's see Bruno's skills. He did it. He fixed it without knocking anybody else over. And, you know, it's a real toy collector. Let's go back down here. So you got some Acolyte figures here. You got a bunch of the Christmas and the holiday figures.
Yeah. All the controversial figures.
Yeah. See, someone buys these. I buy them as well. I have about 6 or 7 of them. What's on the bottom here? That's more Mandos. You got the Super Battle Droid, kind of a Wampa, the Tauntaun, and the Dewbacks. Yeah, you got a good Black Series collection. That's very nice. All right, jumping over here. What do we got on the top?
Just various 1/12 scale figures. Got Indiana Jones. Some Ghostbusters there.
Yeah.
Karate Kid. A Firefly.
Oh, yeah.
Just random stuff.
Nice. All right, here's some fun figures. We got G.I. Joe Classified.
Yeah. It's a great line. I've tapered off a bit on picking them up just because they're just coming out so quickly. And
yeah, and they're getting into some of the more obscure characters now, a little bit more.
it's also a lot of characters where they're making the version that I would have liked to have picked up in the first place.
Yeah, we all know those gimmicks they play. They're trying to get you to buy it twice. There's some of the Snake Eyes movie characters. You got the Cobra Commander, an SDCC exclusive there. And right next to it, you have some Valaverse Action Force. These are good looking figures. That's that. What's the red guy called again? The cyborg or the
Praetorian?
The Praetorian, yeah, the back there. All right, dropping down.
So Fortnite stuff really jammed in there.
Wow.
It was a fun line to collect, but a game I never played.
Never played the game, you just like the figures.
Yeah, and now they're jammed on a very low shelf.
Yep.
And that's just various video game figures.
Going up to the top here.
Some Power Ranger stuff. My exposure to Power Rangers was really just Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, really that first season or two.
Yeah. That pit in the back there.
Yeah, that's Legendary Heroes. It was the toy line that Toy Biz did after Hasbro picked up Marvel Legends.
Okay. Is that the Goon in the back there?
It is the Goon.
Wow.
I want to say that's a Mezco.
I've never seen that. I've maybe seen it here, but I don't recall. It's pretty cool. All right, you got some Spawn. A lot of Spawn. What is this Superman boxing? Is that Muhammad Ali?
It is, yeah.
Huh. What's that from? Really? I've never seen that one either. All right, dropping down.
So, more video game.
Mortal Kombat.
RoboCop and
Halo. Mega Man's cool there with the chrome. Lord of the Rings. Or no, I'm sorry. Not Lord of the Rings. Game of Thrones. Pardon me.
On the other side of the ring.
Pardon me, guys. Tron. The Crow. Those are cool. Some more.
Catch-all there.
These are Diamond as well, right? The Princess Bride.
No, that's McFarlane.
Oh, that's McFarlane did those. Yeah. Okay.
Jean-Claude Van Damme, the Cobra Kai, Ghostbusters. That was all Diamond Select.
Okay.
And Stranger Things, I think, is also McFarlane.
Okay. And then down on the very bottom here, some
It's just kind of
miscellaneous catch-all, Kill Bill, Voldemort, Elvis.
crossover figures with Power Rangers. We've got the Ninja Turtles and Daniel LaRusso from Karate Kid and Cobra Kai.
Defenders of the Earth, thank you.
And Flash Gordon and stuff.
Yeah.
There's the Boys.
Homelander and Starlight. Gremlins.
Gremlins, yeah.
Those are fun. You got down here. You got some NECA, D&D, and then some more Street Fighter.
Some Storm Collectible.
Oh, okay.
And NECA.
All right.
NECA Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah, that's Pan's Labyrinth, right? Yeah. All right, we got some more in the corner here. Why don't you walk us through this? What do we got?
Godzilla stuff. I think the bank and the little mini guys are from Diamond Select, and then the figures are from NECA.
Dropping down.
A lot of horror stuff.
Yeah.
Probably mostly NECA with some McFarlane sprinkled in.
And some more.
Catch-all for mostly NECA figures.
Wow. They've done a lot of Alien. I never really paid attention to this line, but there's a lot of them, huh?
That's probably not even a tenth of what they've done.
Wow. Hellboy.
Hellboy is Mezco. Most of the rest is NECA.
Yeah. John Wick over there. And
the John Wick is Diamond Select.
Okay. And then down the bottom, some more film figures.
Video game stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of the video game stuff used to go on heavy clearance back at Toys R Us.
Got some Star Trek down here and Planet of the Apes. All right, let me take us through this shelf here.
Pacific Rim.
Wow, that's a lot of those figures, huh?
NECA, Diamond, and then Bandai.
Yeah. Rambo and Terminator and RoboCop. Really cool pieces in here.
It's kind of the 80s action shelf.
Yeah, those are fun. And then, another great shelf. Look at this. How many Predators can they make?
Probably a tenth of what they made.
They are so cool looking. There's such great detail and paint and everything on these figures. All right, you got some, looks like 5-inch figures? What are these?
Yeah, that was the old McFarlane line.
Okay.
The
NECA.
8-inch figures?
Yep. Buddy the Elf. Alf, yeah, there's some funny. Look at the Home Alone set. That's great. Goonies. And some dinosaurs.
Yep, Jurassic Park.
You got that good T-Rex there on the left. Miscellaneous assortment of raptors here. And it looks like you have some wrestling down the bottom.
Yeah, not a huge wrestling guy, but I definitely liked that as a kid. So
yeah. All right, walk us through this detail off here. This looks a little different, stands out a bit.
Yeah, most of these are my wife's childhood toys.
Look at this, guys. You remember these? Care Bears? See, my sister had these too. My sister had the little cloud car and the cloud house, whatever you called that, the headquarters. And then you got a bunch of little ponies. My Little Pony. And then some Strawberry Shortcake and Cabbage Patch dolls. That's cool. So your wife lets you keep your collection down here as long as she gets one detail off, huh?
Yeah. I took some room for her stuff. Just a comic spinner rack that my wife picked up for me.
Nice.
Years ago. I think when Baby Borders was closing.
Now, are the ones that you have on display here kind of your favorites, your significant ones, or it's just kind of a...
Yeah, I mean, it's mostly trade paperbacks rather
yeah.
than loose individual month-to-month issues.
Yeah. All right, so where does that leave us? We got a bunch of DC to look at.
Yeah, this is a DC corner.
Okay.
Most of these two are DC Universe Classics.
Yep.
With some DC Direct or DC Collectibles sprinkled in as well.
So are you equally a DC Marvel guy, or do you kind of lean one way more than the other?
I was definitely Marvel first. Jumped in a little later with the DC stuff.
Yeah.
Stayed around the time that we did the Death of Superman and
yeah.
Nightfall.
Is that Speed Racer up on the top there?
It is, yeah. It's from the...
Yeah. Get quite a few. Yeah, look at that clay face back there. That's cool. Yeah, I'm definitely more of a Marvel guy myself. But I did read a lot of the Batman, Superman stuff in the 90s. So I have some of those comics. But Spider-Man really captured me the most, when I was a preteen, teenager, Just really loved reading those.
Spider-Man's definitely number one.
So I've kind of definitely spend more of my time and energy on Marvel characters than DC personally, but okay, yeah. McFarlane's made so many figures in the last few years. And they just lost the license, right? So it's going to Mattel now?
Yeah, I mean, they're a little ambiguous about what's going on, but it seems like it.
All right, what do you got here in this little end cabinet?
Those are my first two Masters of the Universe figures. As a kid.
Like personally, those specific ones? Or,
yeah.
I
think I've replaced the arms because the hands are kind of chewed up.
Okay. Ghostbusters. Yeah, some cool figures.
Some of those Ghostbusters also on loan from my brother-in-law's collection.
Nice. Lionel and Mumra. Yep. I loved watching that cartoon as a kid. What property is that? Is that Braves? No, what is that one?
It's Chuck Norris.
That's Chuck Norris?
Yep. Those two shelves that one below Chuck Norris.
Look at that.
It was a big line for me when I was a kid. That's probably 75% of the figures they released.
Wow. Oh, was that these guys, the holograms? Is that Visionaries?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I remember those. Yeah, so you've got a little bit of vintage stuff in here, I mean, mixed in. Do you ever think of like going back and collecting more of the vintage as opposed to the modern stuff?
I prefer the new stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, like I have nostalgia for the original, but in almost every case I want like an updated version of what I had as a kid. Like I prefer something that's updated.
Better paint, better articulation, better sculpt.
The way I envisioned it as a kid rather than what I actually had.
Yeah. Yeah, we missed the Mezco. All right, straight ahead, we forgot this detail here. All right, right on top, you've got big Captain America.
Yeah, it's stain on it.
Yeah, what's going on there? Uh-oh, it's not good.
Not a collector's friend.
Nope. Well, he'll put his shield over his head. He'll be fine. Show the Deadpool here with the custom accessories.
Yeah, this is Super Soaker and Hulk hand. That was made by Mr. Mezco.
Yep. 3D printed and painted. So fun.
We had those as giveaways, I believe.
ChrisCon.
Yeah.
All right, so you want to show some of your favorite ones here in the Mezco case?
This Clark Kent I just got a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago, and it's fantastic. But that's by Muff Toys.
That's the Muff Toys.
That's the Muff.
Okay.
Unfortunate name, but
yeah, I know. It's hilarious.
It's a great figure, and I really like this Superman from Mezco.
Mm-hmm. I like the one with the eyes. It's a nice paint job there.
Mezco one.
Yeah. All right, dropping down, we got some more movie figures here. We've got Joker and Harley Quinn. Christopher Reeves there, that's a nice one. Do you have the new McFarlane Christopher Reeves that just came out? Did you get that one?
I do, but the evil version.
Oh, okay.
I ordered the regular version and not the evil version.
Oh.
Track down the...
Yeah. It's the Turtles. We're going to come take a look at the Turtle section here.
Yeah, Ninja Turtles is definitely another big line for me. Probably my favorite right now. I was a big Ninja Turtles guy as a kid. There's just... every single company seems to have access to the license right now.
That's true. There's so much coming out.
I mean, I don't think I could name a toy company that hasn't done something Ninja Turtles at this point. Primarily, I stick with the NECA stuff.
Yeah.
Definitely have some loyal subjects and Super 7 and Playmates sprinkled in there. Oh, can't forget Mattel. I was almost going to say Mattel hasn't done anything, but clearly they've done Masters of the Universe crossing.
That's right. So who's your favorite turtle of the four?
You can't ask me to pick between my children. Come on. It changes.
Some people have an obvious favorite, I know.
I have a favorite depending on what we're talking about. It's like in the movies, Raphael.
Okay.
In the video games, Leonardo.
All right.
In most of the more modern cartoon stuff, it's Donatello. In the original cartoon, it was Michelangelo. So it's like they're all represented in some way.
Yeah. Well, that is a pretty impressive collection there. Actually, we didn't hit this playset. You want to do this real quick? It's a big... that thing is like 5 feet tall, almost.
Yeah, this was just a Batman vs. Superman playset that came out back when the movie was in theaters, and eventually it was clearanced at Walmart for like $25, and it makes for a nice little display to just kind of stick my Snyderverse figures in there. This area over here is kind of my entertainment center. It's where I catch up on shows during my lunch break. Spend most of my days down here working.
You watch your favorite YouTube videos?
Absolutely, of course.
Yeah, lots of the movie figures up here.
McFarlane and some NECA.
Yeah.
Stuff. These are like some of the Marvel 12-inch stuff that's come out from both Toy Biz and Hasbro.
Yeah.
And then again, these shelves are mostly catch-alls. We've got Back to the Future by NECA. Got Invincible by Diamond Select.
Yeah. Some more Transformers.
Zero.
And then over here we have
some more just anime stuff.
The dinosaur guys.
Dinosaurs.
Yeah, that's another fun show from the 90s. Or maybe there's the 80s. I don't know if the early 90s. Maybe early 90s. Hellboy.
Hellboy, Spirit, and Bone. It's mostly Akira stuff.
Yeah. Got a little Warhammer down here.
Yep. Got like this whole section left.
It's alright. This is going to be a long video, but let's keep going. We're almost there.
Alright, this is more Ninja Turtle stuff.
Okay.
Super 7 up top with some NECA stuff as well.
Yeah.
And then the cases, it's Ninja Turtle movie stuff and then comic book stuff down below.
These were so well done, these ones here. All of these are really great. Okay, all right, we're in the stairwell here. What do you got here in the stairwell?
Most of these Joes up here actually came from my wife's uncle and cousin. They collected these Joes and eventually they just had no place for them and asked if I wanted to display them, so I found a shelf to put them on.
You got a bunch of Mario guys here.
Yeah, this is a series I collect with my daughter.
So most of these are the larger scale.
Yes.
My son, my youngest, collects the 2.5-inch figures. These are the 4-inch, right?
Yeah.
Video games.
Video game stuff. My wife picked up these
Like
Muppet Babies and Fraggles because she knows I really like Muppet stuff. And these were Happy Meal toys.
Yeah, I was gonna say those. I remember the Gonzo on the tricycle and Kermit on the skateboard there.
Got some Star Wars Disney stuff here.
Yeah.
Before Disney actually owned Star Wars.
Yeah. Ren and Stimpy, Rugrats, Popeye. Yeah, kind of miscellaneous. Some of those. And
Doctor Who.
Got some Michael Keaton Batman there. And some of the original Marvel figures.
These were my first 3 Marvel figures as a kid.
Awesome. Down below we have some Disney.
Some Pixar stuff and then some
Disney
stuff.
There, what's that package, Stan Lee?
This was a...
It says Legends, on Marvel Legends?
Yeah, I want to say a Comic-Con exclusive one year. Yeah, and so was this She-Hulk. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Anything else you want to highlight here in the hallway?
My minifigure collection.
Oh, yeah.
A few Lego things I actually have out.
There you go, look at these. So if you had a whole nother basement, you could probably fill a basement of Lego then too, I'm guessing.
Yes. And in my old house I had quite a few on display, but
yeah,
they didn't make it once we moved here. Those unfortunately are in boxes. And this here is my workstation. This is where I do my day job.
Yeah.
Workstation here. This is where I kind of customize figures or just the new stuff kind of sticks around here for a week or two before I put it up on the shelf. Kind of fiddle around with them, figure out how I'm going to photograph them over in my photo area that's back there.
And you've kind of put DC right above your monitor here.
Yeah, originally I just had this poster here, and then as the McFarlane line grew, I was like, oh, maybe I could fit a shelf underneath it. So it gives like a 3D effect of like DC characters coming out of the poster, and then the shelf got overtaken.
What do you got over here? You got some MOTU. Oh, you got some more
stuff up top.
Yeah.
Yeah, some MOTU stuff here. This was my very first attempt at making a foam diorama, like 10 plus years ago.
Castle
Didn't know what I was
Crystal.
doing. I had just heard that you can make stuff out of insulation foam, and I just
You
went
just
for it.
went at it and
Kind of look at it and cringe now because I know I could do it 1,000 times
You could
better.
do a lot
but
better.
it's still, there's history to it, so
yeah, that's awesome. So that's a full, I mean, and you guys, just for sense of scale, that is probably, what, 4 feet across, a 4-foot board, and 2.5 feet tall at least. Yeah, it looks great. Down below,
Diamond Select Lord of the Rings figures. I think there's a few Toy Biz ones sprinkled in there as well.
mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's the bad guys from Lord of the Rings and Witcher thrown in.
Yep. And then down the bottom, you got some cave trolls and some orcs, and that really ugly spider thing from Witcher, man. It's creepy, creepy, creepy. All right, some more MOTU guys here. What is that translucent Hordak? What's
Oh,
that?
that was made by Retro Collector? Oh, I forget it was.
Like a customizer? Was it?
customizer, yeah.
Okay. You got a couple carded figures here. You don't have many packaged figures in your collection. Most of it's opened. But what's the significance of some of these carded ones you kept?
None really. This one mostly because it was the worst Marvel Legend ever made.
Okay, I don't know the
Just that.
story on that. What is there a reason why you say that?
Can you? Do your eyes work? I mean, this is the worst figure.
The face.
It's terrible.
I mean, honestly, I've never seen this figure. Wow. Look at that paint on the teeth. What is going on?
It's bad. And this was just a Flash that I liked, and I liked Robin.
Yeah.
Cooler and package than
Cyborg Spider-Man.
Yes.
You know that that's one of your favorites. So
yeah. We actually keep one to keep them packaged. That's
yeah. All right, so now we're kind of in your workshop area here. Well, you want to hit the shelf first, and then we'll cover your
yeah,
workshop.
this is mostly a catch-all for the top 2 shelves, and then somehow the Ghostbusters ended up here.
Mm.
And then I've got a bunch of vehicles. Most of what you're seeing here is just, oh no, E.T. Tried to march off.
E.T. fell over.
This is just props and stuff that I use in photography. A lot of these arcade games I made myself.
Yep.
Just out of cardboard and paper with little push pins.
Nice.
Yeah, this is just random diorama stuff, and you know,
So you got just bins full of different accessories. And
yeah. And then these are all my diorama prints.
mm-hmm. Why don't you pull 2 of those out and show just how you would set up a scene real quick. So if you guys haven't followed Bruno on Instagram yet, you definitely need to, because he posts some great toy photography. And he does it all here. This is where the magic happens.
Yeah, so diorama prints, if you get stuff through them, it's just nicely printed out backdrops that you can kind of do whatever you want with them as far as how you mount them, but I've chosen to put them on foam core.
Yep.
And then hinge them with some tape, so you have a nice little backdrop like this.
And then you just set your figure in there and take some photos.
Make it 3-dimensional, put some crates in there, or another crate here.
He's pulling out of a fake dumpster, guys.
Yes. You can have a dumpster in your bunker if you want one. Chair to sit in, set it up however you want.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of pieces here. This is all diorama stuff that I've made. A lot of it printouts, some of it
Yeah, you can see
foam core.
got some bricks. You got up here. You got some rocky scenery.
Yeah.
Different, all kinds of accessories and backdrops and set pieces. I'm just if you're going to take some photos of a new figure that you got, or a couple new figures with the diorama backdrop, you'll just kind of sort through that box there and say, hey, this what theme are you going for? And like I need a spaceship theme, or I need a rustic castle theme, something like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Most of my castle stuff is stuff I've made myself, but like if I need a spaceship background, I'm pretty much covered with the diorama print stuff. And then for lighting, I've just got these two.
Just rechargeable light bricks.
Changes to whatever color I need it to be. I light my scene. Sometimes, I've got this one too. It also has a color change bulb in there that I'll just change with control.
Oh, nice.
Set up my scene and light it.
If you're just using the white background, this is all you've got. You've just got some white, I don't know if they call that butcher paper or whatever, but the big rolls of paper, right?
Yeah.
And just with the right lighting, you get a nice clean.
I have a bunch of rolls there, so I don't run out. Every couple of weeks, I'll swap it out because it'll kind of get scratched and ripped just from figures falling over or just paint rub.
A lot of the toy photography images on your Instagram just have that plain white background as well, and that's all it is. It's just some paper and some lighting, guys.
Honestly, the white background photos do the best. It's like the easiest ones to read.
Yeah, so people.
Sometimes with the background, it's like, which can be a good thing. People have to stop and look at it for a while to see what's going on.
Right.
And, Instagram loves that time spent on a photo. So.
Okay.
But I like doing diorama stuff, and I like doing the white background. Depends on what I'm trying to show off.
While we're on Instagram, real quick, when did you start posting regularly on Instagram? How many years have you been doing that?
I started on the 4th of July in 2016.
Okay, so you're in 8-9 years now, almost.
Yeah,
wow.
And I've done it pretty regularly.
You try to post once a day, right?
Once a day. I think maybe 1 or 2 times where I took a week off.
Yeah.
But usually, I don't take a photo every day, but I post every day. I'll have some days where I just go nuts and set up like 20 different shots, and then I have them saved.
You have them ready to go. Yeah. How many followers do you got now on Instagram? Roughly?
About 25,000.
25,000, guys. There you go. 9 years of work every day. Yeah. You can do it too. That's a lot, I know.
Might be tougher now.
Yeah.
The climb from 24 to 25 seemed like it took longer than from 0 to 24. The last couple of years it's been slow growing. A
lot has changed with the social media algorithms and the way those things work now. Yeah, guys, if you have any questions for Bruno about any of this, just leave them in the comments below. What else? What do we got? A little bit here we didn't catch. You got some more Lego?
Yeah, that's the one thing I don't really have displayed is I actually have quite a bit of Lego.
Yeah.
Space for that. As you can see, the room is very full already, and
right.
Lego, even more so than action figures, are just a pain in the ass to dust.
Yeah. Pull a couple bins from underneath your bench here.
Oh yeah. This is a very important part of my collection. Here is where I store all my extra accessories, and I have them filed very clearly. DC Green Lantern. You'll see all the Green Lantern accessories.
Wow.
That's kind of how it goes.
Look at this. I'll give you a closer look, guys. He's got everything labeled. See that? Look at this. Now these are just relatively inexpensive trays, or imagine, right? From Michael's or Hobby Lobby or something. You got them basically labeled by manufacturer and IP, toy line, yeah, because there's so many accessories, huh?
I want to point out one thing, since you're very much a Star Wars guy.
Yep.
This is all the accessories for all those Star Wars figures, whereas 2 of those rows are just Ninja Turtles, and I've got as many Ninja Turtles as Star Wars. So Hasbro needs to step up their game with accessories for Star Wars, especially since I would say most of these Star Wars accessories are probably not Hasbro.
The imports and everything.
They're
Yeah.
imports and
Very good point. I mean, the amount of accessories we get with the Black Series line is tiny. It's minuscule compared to all the other lines that are out there.
yes, like full row of Marvel Legends. But again, even Marvel Legends that probably have 3 to 4 times more Marvel Legends than Ninja Turtles. I have more Ninja Turtles accessories.
Right.
Marvel
Yeah.
Legends.
Interesting. I'm gonna shoot your Hot Wheels here real quick. You just kind of a fan of these pop culture ones?
Yeah.
Like that Optimus. Did you get the Knight Rider? Yeah, you do. You have a Knight Rider. Oh, that's the Super Pursuit mode. That's awesome. I saw the regular kit in the store last week. Woo! All
It's
right,
my collection. It's a lot of stuff and it's all jam-packed.
Yeah.
Would love more room to display it all, but
Yeah.
space is at a premium.
You commented before we started filming about how you don't have that much stuff in box in storage. What is your philosophy of collecting in that regard?
Yeah, if I'm going to have something, it needs to be displayed. If I can't display it and choose not to, then I don't really see any reason to own it, because it's not doing anything for me in a box shoved in a closet.
So if you decide to empty a shelf because you have something better that put on that shelf, there's a good chance that those figures might be going to donate or sell or something. The ones that you no longer have displayed.
A lot of the stuff gets given away just to kids I know, whether younger family members.
Yeah.
And then once in a while I'll do a show and sell stuff off like that. Recently, these 2 shelves were mostly Toy Biz, Lord of the Rings, but now the Diamond line has grown so much that a lot of the characters became redundant. I really like what Diamond was doing here, so those went into a box and those are going to be sold off.
There you go, guys. So he only displays what he has room to display, and like you only keep what you have room to display, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gotta be hard, honestly, because
it is, because
getting rid of stuff.
Running out of room.
Yeah. Yeah.
The only exception is Nightmare Before Christmas. I have a lot of those, but those are very much seasonal figures that go in my living room display.
Okay.
They come out early October for Halloween, and they stay up until.
All right. Well, that's different. That's a seasonal rotation. Yeah. One question I get from viewers is where did all the boxes and packaging go? Do you keep your packaging in your boxes, or do you trash that stuff? What do you?
I keep a few. I do have some in the attic of higher end figures. I keep most of the statue boxes.
Okay.
Just because if I need to transport them, they're too fragile to just kind of throw into a bin.
Right. Yeah. All right, guys. So that is the collection tour. I hope you enjoyed that. Bruno, how was this for you, getting someone to film your collection finally after all these years?
It was great. It was a long tour.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of stuff here. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing it. You'll have to come back when the collection grows some more.
We'll do enough.
They'll probably have to hang from the ceiling.
Yeah.
I don't know where else they're going to fit.
And as far as filming your collection, this is pretty personal, honestly. You're letting the random strangers, the world, the internet, into your house, into your basement. What does that feel like for you? Why did you decide you wanted to do this?
I mean, they're a display. A display is meant to be seen. I mean, I often refer to this as my archives because it's like I do a lot of toy photography, so they're all out so I can easily find a figure rather than digging through bins. But yeah, it's always fun when I have people visiting the house and it's like, hey, you want to see something cool? And you bring them down, and this is just an opportunity to do it with more people. Yeah.
This is my 3rd or 4th time to Bruno's house, and the first time I came down here, I was blown away. I was like, this is insane. So it's really cool to be able to film this with you today. Real quick, I want you to plug your Instagrams. Where can people find you?
Hidden Level Toys on Instagram.
Hidden Level Toys. I'll post his handle in the comments below. So give him a follow. Help him reach 100K.
That'd be great.
That would be great. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye.